All right, everyone, we will get started. Welcome to Forex for Beginners. And we do this call on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern each week. And today we will focus on how to fund your trading account if you wanted to use Bitcoin. We've covered how to use Cash App in the past, and I know that only US persons can use Cash App. So today we'll cover an additional method if you wanted to buy Bitcoin and use that to fund your trading account. So 1 second and I will share my slides. So what I'll go over today is how to use Coinbase, coinbase.com, to buy your Bitcoin and to send that to your broker to fund your trading account. Let me make sure I am sharing the right slide deck. There we go. All right, so I'll go through the steps and I'll take it kind of slowly in case you are not familiar with Bitcoin. It's a cryptocurrency. And one thing that I want to clear up before we start is that you don't have to trade your account using Bitcoin, but you can purchase Bitcoin. Let's say you wanted to fund your trading account with $50. So you would spend $50 in Bitcoin, transfer that Bitcoin to your trading account, and then once it's transferred in, it will show up as dollars. So Bitcoin is one of the faster ways that you can fund your account. So we covered Cash App the other week. And so this class will be for those who are outside of the US, not able to use Cash App, or who wanted an additional option. So let's go through the steps of how you would sign up. So coinbase.com, this is where you can purchase, store, and send out your Bitcoin. So when you get to the website, click on Get Started. And now we'll go through the sign up steps. So fill out these fields, your first and last name, email address, and choose a password for your Coinbase account and choose your state and then click on create account. Okay, so then Coinbase will send you a verification email. You'll want to go to your email, find that verification email, click on the link that's inside. So next, you'll go through a series of questions to answer to verify your identity. So that will include your first and last name again, answer some basic questions about what will you use Coinbase for, what is the source of your funds, current occupation, employer, last 4 digits of your social security number, your date of birth, and your address. And I get this question lots of times. Yes, between the brokers and the funding sources, they do want a lot of verification information. So after you enter those fields, you can click on continue. Next, you'll want to choose a payment source. So lots of options here. You can link your Coinbase to your bank account, PayPal, debit card, or wire transfer to your bank. So go through those steps to choose which payment source you want to use for purchasing your Bitcoin. And then on the dashboard, now that you're all set up with a payment source, now you can click on buy/sell. So lots of information on this screen. So let's slow down a bit. So first, we are purchasing cryptocurrency, Bitcoin specifically. There are different types of Bitcoin of cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is probably the most popular or most commonly used. So payment method, you would just click on this drop down and select the payment method that you've already set up, whether that was your debit card or PayPal or bank. Then you're going to choose your amount. So let's say that I wanted to purchase $20 worth of Bitcoin. Now, there are fees involved when we purchase the Bitcoin and when we send it over to our broker account. So, a lot of times I like to add a couple of extra dollars just to account for those fees so that I can have the full amount that I'm going for. So, once I type in $22, then it converts that to BTC. So we covered this last week, but you want to get familiar with seeing this decimal number, and I'll zoom in a bit. Seeing this decimal number to represent the amount of Bitcoin that you're purchasing. So if I'm spending $22 US dollars, that converts to 0.00358,783 worth of Bitcoin. So I'm going to click on buy Bitcoin instantly using the payment source that I've already set up. And over to the right, it actually breaks down how that $22 will be used. So you can see that I'm actually buying $20.51 worth of Bitcoin, and that Coinbase is charging me a fee of 1.49, $1.49. So that's the breakdown of the $22. So then I would click on buy Bitcoin instantly. And then here is my, I'll click confirm buy just to make sure that this is what I want to do. If I needed to cancel, I could do that there, but click on confirm buy. And now I will get this confirmation message that my purchase was successful. And here is that decimal rounded up, and that this amount of Bitcoin will be available in my BTC wallet. So the cool thing about Coinbase is that it holds a wallet. So sometimes you can purchase the Bitcoin and just hold it. You don't necessarily have to send it out if that's what you choose. But in this case, our goal is to fund our trading account. So it will be in our wallet temporarily, and then we're going to send it over to the broker. So back on the dashboard, I'm going to click on accounts, and you can see that the amount that I purchased shows here, $20.39. It's listed under my BTC Bitcoin wallet. BTC stands for Bitcoin. And it tells me how much I have in dollars and how much that is in Bitcoin. So I'm going to choose to send it because I want to take the Bitcoin that I just purchased and send it to my broker account. So I'll click on send. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So the box here is labeled, the text box is labeled recipient, and it says to enter a Bitcoin address. So we've taken our $22 and purchased a set amount of Bitcoin. Now we're going to take that Bitcoin and send it to our broker account in order to fund our trading account. So Bitcoin address. In a minute, I'll bring up a screen where I'm logged into my broker account and I'll show you how to get the Bitcoin address, but just know that here is where it goes. Note that it says a fee will be added to send your Bitcoin, but I knew that up front. That's why I spent a couple of extra dollars instead of just $20 flat. So once I have that Bitcoin address, which I get from my broker when I'm ready to make my deposit, I'll probably just send the full amount and then hit continue. So that's how you send the money to your broker account. And Coinbase will definitely want to confirm that it's you attempting to send the money. So based on your cell number, Coinbase will text you a code. You will enter in that code here, click confirm. Now your transaction is on the way. So this is your confirmation that you have sent your Bitcoin based on that Bitcoin address that you got from your broker. So let's go back into the broker account. Here I'm showing the back office of LQDFX. So in the last few weeks, we've shown Hugo's Way as a broker account. Now we're showing LQDFX just so that you'll have lots of options. But for the LQDFX back office, and note that this process is pretty much the same for all of the brokers. The screens may look a little different, but you're doing the same steps no matter what. So from my back office, I'm going to click on deposit funds. And based on my options, I'm choosing Bitcoin. You could choose Bitcoin or crypto, but we'll just choose the Bitcoin option since Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. Now, when you want to deposit your Bitcoin, it's going to ask you for the amount that you wish to deposit. So you would place that number here, enter it in, and click on deposit. And look what it gives you. First, it gives you the amount. So let's say that I wanted to deposit $60 into my trading account. So the broker converted that $60 into this amount of Bitcoin. And here is the address that I need to send it to. So back in our Coinbase step, this long string of characters and numbers, this is the Bitcoin address that we will need to plug into Coinbase, and that will send the Bitcoin here in the trading account. All right, so I remember a few years ago, I was a part of a trading company, and we actually, it taught Forex education and did some cryptocurrency as well. And we had to pay our monthly membership using Bitcoin. So I remember how strange it was learning about using Cash App to send your Bitcoin or signing up for Coinbase. It was all, rather strange and new. But I promise you that once you do this just 2 or 3 times, it will become second nature. The main things that you just want to remember is the amount of Bitcoin. You'll have to get used to seeing that decimal number for your Bitcoin. And then you'll have to get used to the Bitcoin address. So taking your Bitcoin and sending it to that address. Once you're familiar with that, then the steps can become quite simple. So we've gone over using Cash App and Coinbase. There are other options for purchasing your Bitcoin, but it's basically going to follow the same series of steps. So that is what I wanted to cover in terms of something new today. Are there any questions related to TradingView or setting up your demo account or anything of that nature? If not, we will have a shorter class for today. So happy trading, everyone. I will get this uploaded to my YouTube account by tomorrow morning. If you look in the chat, you can see the URL for my YouTube site. All these classes are recorded. So thanks for coming, everyone. Good night.